calling my phone? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling my phone? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling my phone? Is it Stacy? Is it Keisha? Is it the chiropractor? Hello? What was that? We're so back. We're so back. Welcome back to One Now, episode 6, guys. It's been so long. How are we doing? How are the kids? How have they been? How's little Timmy? How did soccer game go? After 3 weeks, we're back. I landed almost a week ago, but I landed and I was a little bit sick. Right before the airplane, I got a little fever, which was unfortunate. Bad timing. Well, actually, it might have been good timing because I got sick at the end of my trip. So it would have been bad if I got sick in the middle of my trip and I couldn't go anywhere. But how was Vietnam? Guys, it was so good. I had such a good time over there. I went to so many places, got to try so many things. Hit up the fam over there. Tried my best to talk to them, which was like, I think I did pretty good. I was able to talk to them. I actually went to like a little bar with one of my cousins and we had a little conversation one time. But it was fun there. I was actually very tired because we went through the entire country and like for every day that we went somewhere, we had to wake up at like 6 or 7 o'clock to get started with our day. Because the bus came, we booked the tour with like this company, and every single day like this tour bus would come and it would be packed with like, I don't know, 20 people on it every single time. And we would go around the city. They would take us places, go around sightseeing and stuff. It'd be like, I don't know, 30-minute drive to places. And they brought us to restaurants and everything. So we went to Saigon. That's where we first started. That's where my mom's side is. And then we went up to Hanoi, around that area. And then down to Hue, which is where my dad's side is. And then went around there. And then we went back to Saigon for a little bit. And then now we're back. So guys, how are we doing? What did I miss? I missed so much. I don't know, what was the last time, what happened when I left? I don't remember. But when I was in Vietnam, I heard all about everything that happened here. First, I heard about the airplane and the helicopter, which I'm like, how does that even happen, dude? How does that even happen? Why is there... I read up a little bit on it. I think there was like a military training helicopter. Why is that like anywhere near the airlines? The trajectory of the airlines? Why is that near there? That was such a bad crash too. Like, what is going on? I also heard that the airline security or airline enforcement or whatever thing, like they got fired or something. And then after that, I also heard more about like the plane in Orlando. Is it Orlando or something? Like they landed and then like the back of the plane exploded or something. And nobody died, but a lot of people got injured. But what is going on, guys? Maybe I should have stayed in Vietnam. Maybe that was the move. Maybe I shouldn't have come back. But that happened, and then now all the wildfire employees are getting fired, and then people from like the CDC or something. I don't know if it's the CDC, but like has to do something with like protecting the country against our diseases or like research or something. Those people got fired. So I'm like, guys, what are we doing? Dude, America is not doing well right now. Not doing well. I really should have stayed in Vietnam. But yeah, other than that, Super Bowl happened. Of course, I gotta talk about that. Kendrick. I'm not the biggest fan of Kendrick, I'll be honest, because I'm not very into rap. Like I don't really listen to it that much, but you can't deny that guy is huge. Super Bowl performance, people are saying that it's very underwhelming, but that's what I thought at first. But then I was going through like the social media and everything, and then that's why I found out that there were so many messages that he had in the show. So I went back and I saw it, and it was just like about how the state of America is. You know how Samuel Jackson was like, "Oh, you're too ghetto," or like something like that, and then it was just talking about stuff about the country and how, you know, how it's divided. So, messages like that. I don't remember everything off the top of my head, but it was a good performance. I wish that he did more with his dancers, but maybe it's because maybe I'm saying that because all the other performances were like that, and I'm not hip. So I don't know. It was a good performance though. He killed it. Of course, him saying the Drake thing, that was he did that. He did that. So that happened. SZA was on there. She killed it on there as well. And then the Grammys happened too. And then Kendrick again, 5 Grammys for one song. Dude, that guy is killing it. But Grammys happened. I guess, guys, I gotta talk about Doechii, dude. Doechii, I gotta say, I've been listening to. Oh my god, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I haven't spoken English in so long. So I mean, even before that, I couldn't really speak, but now that I can't speak, like I can't speak. I don't know. I don't know if this is weird, but I miss speaking English. I don't know why. Like being in Vietnam for like 3 weeks and only speaking Viet. Like I don't know why I miss speaking English. Maybe it's because like I'm not able to like say what I want to say because I can't speak Viet that fluently, so I can't really like try and say what I want to say. But I don't know why I miss speaking English. Maybe it's like the way my mouth moves too. My mouth is getting tired already. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm trying to enunciate really hard. But but where was I? Yeah, I want to say I've been listening to Doechii before she got big. I know people say that, but like, that's true. That's true. Y'all don't remember her when she was like, "Hi, my name's Doechii with 2 eyes. Take the chicken out." Like, come on. I knew she was gonna get big. And if you go into my playlist, you can see that I added songs to my playlist before she won her Grammy, and even before her Tiny Desk performance, which she killed. But she's getting up there. She's getting up there. She's killing it. She's big. What else happened during the Grammys? I don't really know. Nothing too memorable. Sabrina Carpenter, she's good. You know. Oh, Chapel Rowan? Chapel Rowan? I don't know how to pronounce her name, but her performance with Pink Pony Club, I don't know why, but I've heard that song before, right? And then I heard it again during the Grammys. And after the Grammys, I couldn't stop like singing it in my head. I don't know why. So something about the Grammys, the way that the whole crowd sang, it just made it so good. And then, you know how I saw like her on Jimmy Fallon or whatever, and she was saying like how she was like her favorite artist or your favorite artist's favorite artist, and she really proved that when everyone at the Grammys sang along to her song. But I can't stop singing it now. That's been stuck in my head these past couple of days, along with that Drake song. Please call my phone, baby girl. I haven't listened to the album other than that song because I've heard that song through TikTok. So I gotta put that on my list to listen to next. I gotta listen to The Weeknd next. I'm just talking about music right now. I gotta listen to The Weeknd next. I haven't heard that. I think that came out when I was gone. But yeah, it's been so long, dude. 3 weeks. I mean, almost a month now because I haven't really been doing anything. I have to start editing my vlog, which I haven't started. I have a good amount of videos to get through. I have like, I don't know how much content I have. I think it's like on the little memory card it said like 90 gigs or something. And I was just recording like everything I saw in Vietnam. Everything cool, all the sites that I saw, everything that happened, all the food. Well, I tried to record the food, but then I was doing it. Okay, I was like sitting down at a restaurant, right? and I wanted to show you guys what I was eating. But then again, like every single time I was at a restaurant, I was with my family and with my mom too. So I felt kind of weird. Like I didn't really want to like turn the camera on, record myself eating and talking to the camera when I was eating with somebody. I felt weird doing that. So I didn't really film food that much in my vlog. But I filmed a little bit. You guys will get to see that. But I just feel like it's weird if I do that. You know what I mean? So maybe it's just because I'm not used to speaking to the camera. Also, speaking to the camera, like through the streets while you're walking, when everyone is around you, I'm not used to it. It's very uncomfortable. So I don't know how this vlog's gonna turn out, but we'll see. We'll see. Well, while I was there though, I noticed that. So yeah, you guys know I've been doing my Duolingo for a little bit. It's actually been paying off, surprisingly. Like, I'm at a point in Duolingo where I'm learning how to say stuff like economy, laws, military, like those words. Not about the economy, just how to say economy. But stuff like that, like, I've noticed that I can, like, all I've been doing in Vietnam was reading everything I can see, trying to practice my Viet, and I've noticed that I can understand some stuff because like stuff like, wow, I'm not explaining this very well. Okay, so words that you would use in normal conversation, right? Like apparently I learned that like I have an accent, not an accent, but like the words that I would normally use. So I usually talk in a southern accent, not like a southern American. It's not South American, but southern accent in America. Like like what intonation? Wow, what is going on? I have a southern Vietnamese accent, but the official accent is like the northern accent, and they use different words than we do. So like I'm used to like, I don't know, like, so bathroom, right, is a different word for the southern accent and the northern accent, and I've learned like the northern. Wow, I don't know how to explain this. So okay, whatever. So stuff on Duolingo, right? They teach me like the northern way, which is like I guess the more correct, proper way. So I've been seeing a lot of like northern words everywhere over there, which like, and I actually recognized them, which was surprising. And I was like, wow, my Duolingo is actually paying off somehow. Did I just discover learning? Wow, I think I just discovered learning. Wow, guys, who knew if you actually like studied and learned and looked at new words, new material, that you would actually memorize it and it would actually pay off. You would actually, crazy how that works. But yeah, I feel like my Viet's gotten a little bit better. My English has gone down exponentially though. Dude, I don't know why it's so hard for me to speak right now. But yeah, my vlog will be coming out soon. Be on the lookout for that. I gotta get through that. I'm still trying to get used to America, I'll be honest. I mean, I'm saying that like I haven't been here in like 10 years. But first off, the weather, it's so cold over here. In Vietnam it was a constant like 80, 70. Depends on where you are, but going from there for like 3 weeks to here, where it's like 10 degrees, windy, snowing. We just got, I don't know, 6 inches or something. I had snow the other day. I had the snow right when I came back when I was sick. I was going through it. But food, I'm kind of craving like a burger right now, I'll be honest. Craving a burger. Chicken tenders, I don't know why, I just want to dig my teeth into it. I keep seeing I've been seeing TikToks about like these sandwiches, and like if you've seen a good sandwich, you know what I'm talking about. Like these are big ass sandwiches, they're toasted, they got good meat and everything in the middle. Whoa. But I just want, I don't know, I've been craving like Wingstop, I don't know, burgers, Subway. Yeah, all I've been eating is Viet food, but I got to try a lot of stuff over there. I got to try stuff that I haven't even tried at home. Yeah, I've just been eating a lot of Viet food recently. Oh, I gotta tell you guys a story. So, when we were going to this place called Halong Bay, that's next to like the capital of Vietnam. So we went on like a little cruise around the bay. Like it was like an actual kind of cruise where like you had your own little cabin in at, at the bottom. Like it was like an actual cruise where you had like your own cabin at the bottom, and then like it wasn't like a, you know how some cruises have like 24/7 buffets at the top. So for food, it was like a fancy restaurant. Like I'm talking like they use half a plate for a salad fancy. I'm talking like you get a new set of utensils after every course kind of fancy. It was like at the beginning, right? They would give you like this menu, and it would be, you have to choose between like an appetizer. It was like a salad versus like a soup or something. I don't know. And then like you would order your appetizer, entree, and dessert all at once in the beginning, and then like you would order. They were like you would get a menu, and you would order like your entree, your appetizer, entree, and dessert all in the beginning, and then they would just bring it out to you, and they would like, I guess, cook it to pace, I guess. So like when you're done with your appetizer, they would start cooking your entree, not so that like everything was well timed. But what happened was that like, so we were with this tour group, and we were like with other people, and there were like other families on that tour group, and me and my mom, we sat next to this other family, for dinner, and it was funny because like, so we got their entrees. I mean, oh my god, guys, actually struggling to speak English. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so me and my mom, we sat next to this other family at this dinner table at this fancy restaurant, and it was fine. Like we ordered everything in the beginning, but what happened was like my mom went to the bathroom when we were ordering something. So I told the waiter, what I wanted and what she wanted. Like I was trying to say like, oh, I'll have the steak, and then she's gonna have the lobster. And then this is also in Viet too, so I don't know if I said it right, but I told the waiter that. So I told them 2 entrees because my mom was in the bathroom, and then the waiter moved on to the other family, and then after I ordered, I went to the bathroom because I was like, oh, I'm all set. So I got to the bathroom, and then apparently, right, when I was in the bathroom, my mom came back to the table, and then apparently the waiter asked her what she wanted, and then she told the waiter, she was like, oh, I'll have the lobster, and then he'll have the steak. So she told the waiter she wanted 2 more entrees, and I didn't know that. So by the time I came back, we ate our appetizer. I had like a salad with like smoked salmon or whatever. So everyone at the table, including the family next to us, we all got our entree. So like I had the steak, and then my mom had this lobster pasta, and it was like, oh, it's good. I mean, it was like a fancy restaurant, so you had like this big of a steak. I forget what came with it, but it was good. You know, it was fine. We ate it, we finished it, and the waiter took it away. So all of our plates are cleared. And then like not too long after, the waiter comes back, and then they give us another entree. So I now have another pasta, like a lobster pasta, and then my mom has a steak. And then turns out the family next to us also had another entree. And it was funny because like at that point we were all so full. We were like, what is this? Did we order this? And then we couldn't eat any of it. Like none of us could eat it. We were trying to force ourselves to eat it because we didn't want to waste it, because it was like a fancy restaurant. So I ate like half a lobster, and my mom ate half a steak. But we were trying to force ourselves to eat it because we didn't want to waste it. But it was so funny because like none of us were expecting that second plate, because all of us were so full. And by the time the dessert came out, we just couldn't eat it at all. And we had like a small bite, but like we were just so full at that point. But I don't know how to act at a fancy restaurant. I do not belong at a fancy restaurant, I'll be honest. You know how they give you like 3 forks? Like, I don't know what fork I'm supposed to use. I know that the big fork is your salad fork. But other than that, like when they give you like 2 spoons and everything, I don't know. I'm just gonna pick up a random one. But speaking of Halong Bay in that cruise, I actually lost my phone when I was in Vietnam. So what happened was they gave us like an option if you wanted to go kayaking around one of the islands, because one of the islands, it had like monkeys on it, and I was like, kayaking at Halong Bay? Of course I want to do that. And it was like a 2-person kayak. My mom's never done it before, and so I had to sit in the back and like kind of teach her, but like she couldn't see me because I was in the back. So I was trying to like tell her how to do the rowing thing with the oar. But while we were on the kayak and we're going around the island, like I was trying to record because it was so beautiful. It was so nice. You guys will have to. You guys are gonna see it when the vlog comes out. But like we were kayaking, right? I have the oar in my hand. I also have my phone trying to record. I have my camera trying to record, and then I accidentally dropped my phone into the water, and it was gone. I was so sad, guys. I was so sad. We actually like pulled over a little bit because the water wasn't too deep, so we pulled the kayak over a little bit. It was mainly me because my mom doesn't know how to kayak, so I was trying to like push us to the shore, and I got out of the boat, and then I was like trying to walk around in the water trying to feel for my phone, but I couldn't see anything because like the water was kind of like cloudy. So I was walking through the water for like, I don't know, 30 minutes. And I also had jeans on. I tried to roll them all the way up, but they just fell down. So I had to walk around the water for like 30 minutes. There were other people going by, not on kayaks. They had like there was an option if you didn't kayak, you went on this boat and there was another person in the back rowing for you. Everyone was looking at me. Everyone was watching me. They're like, "What is this American kid doing?" And I was like, "Guys, I'm not crazy, I swear." So I'm walking around in the water for like 30 minutes. And I can't find it, and it's getting cold. And like the group that we went with, so like we're in this cruise ship, right? And like it parked in the middle of the water. And to go to one of the islands, you had to kind of go on like this little ferry, and like you went with a group. So the group that we went with to that island, like we were supposed to be back at a certain time, and we went way past the time limit. So that group that we went with on the ferry, they already went back. So it was like 30 minutes in the water at this point. I couldn't find my phone. I was so sad. I had to give up. And then we had to go kayaking back. I was considering, like when I dropped my phone in the water, I was considering like jumping for it and diving for it, but like I had to think, right? Because my mom has never gone kayaking before, so I can't just jump into the water and leave her on the boat by herself. Because I also might have tipped the boat over if I jumped over, and then if I dove into the water, how's my mom gonna get around? She's never gone kayaking before, so I had to take the L, bro. So we went back on the ship, and I was just sitting there. I was like, I can't believe that happened. I was sitting there doing nothing. I couldn't go on my phone. I couldn't do anything. I had to actually enjoy the life around me, guys. Maybe it was a sign. Maybe it was a sign that I was on my phone too much on my trip. But yeah, that was the day I lost my phone. I went phoneless for a little bit. And by the time we went back to the city, so it was like one day out on the cruise. We slept on the boat, and then it was like another couple days before we went back to Saigon. And then I got another phone there. But yeah, that's the time that I lost my phone. I got a new one now, but it's not the same, guys. All the pictures and everything is gone. I have a little bit of the videos, the pictures and videos from iCloud, but my iCloud storage is not big enough, so I don't have everything. But yeah, that's the highlight of my trip. Whole lot of other highlights. But yeah, that's you guys will see more during the vlog. But now that I'm back though, I gotta get back into the groove of things. I gotta go to work again. No. I gotta go to work, get some money, pay some bills. Dude, 3 weeks away, like, it feels like a reset. Like, everything feels so different. I gotta get back into my routine or groove. You know how they say, like, it takes 21 days to build a habit or something? That's exactly 3 weeks. But yeah, I got so used to living over there. It feels different in America. It's almost March. We got one more week of February. I feel like February flew by so fast. I thought January was so long, and now February is going by so fast. Maybe it's because I was away in Vietnam. Maybe it's that. Probably that, because I was just having so much fun over there. But I felt like January flew by so slow, and now February is almost over, which is crazy. It's gonna be spring soon. The days are getting longer. I can feel it, because usually when I go to the gym, the sun starts setting, but the sun's still out when I go to the gym. But yeah, it's almost spring, which is exciting. What happened for that groundhog? I was no, I missed the Groundhog Day. What did Punxsutawney Phil say? I think that's his name. Punxsutawney Phil, 2025. On February 2nd, 2025, Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow predicting 6 more weeks of winter. Isn't it crazy that we look at a groundhog for the change of seasons? Like, if he sees a shadow, or if he doesn't see a shadow, does it actually change like the official date of like the first day of spring? Is that an actual thing? But also, like, how certified is this groundhog to say that we have 6 more weeks of winter? When did we start trusting this groundhog? I feel like every year though, he's always seen his shadow, and we will always have 6 more weeks of winter. I've never heard of a year where spring is coming early. Is that just me, or like has that been the case these past couple years? Because I feel like I've never heard that spring is coming early. But I'm not complaining though, because I don't mind winter. But yeah, when did we decide that this groundhog, what is the lore behind Groundhog Day? I want to know. I bet Punxsutawney Phil's a G, but I don't know how credible he is in predicting the season. But yeah, welcome back to the show, guys. I'll be posting a little bit more. I gotta get to my vlog soon, so look out for that. But other than that, I think that is it. Thanks for listening. Peace.